Good morning, you're watching Rajya Sabha TV. This is Breakfast News. I am Rajat Kane. Here are the top headlines of the day. Donald Trump takes oath as 45th President of the United States, vows to pursue America First policy. Signs executive order to minimize economic burden on Obamacare soon after assuming office. Centre clears ordinance on Jallikattu, pave way for Tamil Nadu government to promulgate. Prime Minister says all effort being made to fulfil cultural aspirations of people. Election Commission debars NITI Aayog from organising special gramsabhas in 5 poll-bound states till elections are over. Pulls them up for not consulting it. And RSS clarifies over its leader Manmohan Vaidya's remark favouring review of reservation policies. Says quota provided by the Constitution should continue. A top focus, Donald Trump has been sworn in as 45th President of the United States. Within hours of taking oath, Trump signed an executive order aimed at minimizing the economic burden of Obamacare pending repeal. In an inaugural address that was populist, Trump gave an anti-establishment cry and vowed to pursue America First policies. The moment marked end of an improbable journey for the property tycoon after a campaign marked by controversy.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
As the clock struck noon in America, power passed from one man to another, with Donald Trump taking over as the 45th president of the country. Barack Obama passing the baton after 8 years. Former presidents and first ladies, including George Bush and his wife Laura, as well as Jimmy Carter, were in attendance. After the ceremonial oath, Trump gave a 16-minute inaugural speech where he painted a bleak picture of his nation and the world. The 70-year-old railed against the U.S. establishment for not serving the American people adequately.
This American carnage stops right here and stops right now. We are one nation, and their pain is our pain. Their dreams are our dreams, and their success will be our success. We share one heart, one home, and one glorious destiny. The oath of office I take today is an oath of allegiance to all Americans.
He spoke of abandoned factories, rampant crime, and a failed education system, pledging that his presidency would bring about change.
We will reinforce old alliances and form new ones and unite the civilized world against radical Islamic terrorism, which we will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. At the bedrock of our politics will be a total allegiance to the United States of America. And through our loyalty to our country, we will rediscover our loyalty to each other. When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice.
While thousands of Trump supporters traveled across the country to witness the occasion from the National Mall, there was a crowd of protesters too. 217 people were arrested as violence broke out. 6 police officers also suffered minor injuries. Protests were also reported worldwide, including in Spain, Mexico and London.
And throughout the city, we have seen hundreds upon hundreds of protesters who have respected our laws and made their voices heard through nonviolent acts of protest. Unfortunately, a small group of people have engaged in vandalism as well as violence against our law enforcement officers. This type of destruction and this type of violence against people in Washington, D.C. will not be tolerated.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi joined world leaders in congratulating Trump. In a series of tweets, Prime Minister Modi said he looked forward to working with President Trump to further deepen India-US ties and realize the full potential of our cooperation. Meanwhile, US President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence waved goodbye as the Obamas and Bidens left the Capitol. Trump supporters were inspired and encouraged by the tone the new US President took shortly after being sworn into office. Shortly after the ceremony, Trump was seen signing his first official actions as the 45th president. He sent his cabinet nominations to the Senate as well as a signed proclamation for a National Day of Patriotism. Trump takes power at a time when the country appears to be deeply divided. He enters the presidency with historically low approval ratings. Trump has vowed to roll back many of his predecessors' policies, including repealing Obama's signature healthcare law and building a wall along the US-Mexico border. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now let's have a look at some election news. Samajwadi Party released its first list of candidates for 209 seats for the upcoming polls on Friday. Shivpal Yadav and Azam Khan were among those who were given tickets. However, there is still no clarity on whether the alliance with the Congress party is on.
Shivpal Yadav, the warring uncle of Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, along with controversial State Minister Azam Khan, has made it to the first list of 191 Samajwadi Party candidates released on Friday. The ruling party's first list of candidates covered the first 3 phases of the 7-phase polling beginning on February 11th. The party has offered 18 seats to Congress in these 3 phases.
अभी तो कांग्रेस का पास से कोई पॉजिटिव रिस्पांस अभी तक नहीं आया, तो चुनाव शुरू हो चुका। हम लोग चाहते हैं भाजपा को हराने के लिए, कांग्रेस चाहते हैं उनका शक्ति को मजबूत करने के लिए। तो पहला लक्ष्य भाजपा का हराना, तो कांग्रेस गठबंधन में राजी हो जाएंगे। भाजपा को हराना चाहते हैं तो समाजवादी पार्टी जो सीट कांग्रेस को देना चाहते हैं, कांग्रेस का 52 सीट के ऊपर कांग्रेस का हक है।
ये चर्चा में इस तरह का कोई विषय तो नहीं था। अगर ऐसा हुआ है तो मुझे अभी जानकारी नहीं है। गठबंधन के लिए कोई अभी किसी भी तरह का कोई अवरोध तो नहीं आया। मैं ये मानता हूं कि गठबंधन हो कार्यकर्ताओं के सम्मान पर।
The Samajwadi Party has offered seats to the Congress on the basis of the position of their candidates in the 2012 assembly polls. The SP is reportedly insisting on contesting all seats in Amethi and can spare one for Congress in Rai Bareli. The 2 districts are considered Congress bastions.
अगर कांग्रेस ऐसे सीटें मांगती है जहां हमारे सिटिंग एमएलएस हों, या अगर कहीं हमारा कैंडिडेट बहुत कम वोटों से 100, 150, 200 वोटों से हार गया है, तो जाहिर है वो सीट नहीं दी जा सकती। और अगर वो सीटें दी जाएंगी तो खुद हमारे वर्कर्स का भरोसा एतमाद पार्टी पर से उठेगा, पार्टी की लीडरशिप पर से उठेगा। इन सब चीज़ों को देखते हुए ही समझौते की कोशिश है। और अभी कोई ऐसी खबर नहीं है कि कोई समझौते में किसी तरह की रुकावट है, लेकिन ये ज़रूर देखना पड़ेगा कि जो सीटें कांग्रेस को दी जाएं वो कितनी वाजिब और कितनी गैर वाजिब।
5 साल अभूतपूर्व काम किए हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने, और इस सरकार में जो विकास कार्य हुए हैं वो इसके पहले किसी सरकार में नहीं हुए थे। फिर से चुनाव जिताने के लिए और पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार बनाने के लिए माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी द्वारा जो काम कराए गए हैं वो पर्याप्त हैं, और मेरा अपना ये विचार है, मेरा अपना मानना है कि किसी भी गठबंधन की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है।
The alliance talks apart. The inclusion of Shivpal in the first list of candidates indicates a reconciliation between Mulayam Singh Yadav and son Akhilesh Yadav. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
We have with us a correspondent, Panchanan Mishra from Lucknow. Panchanan, what is the latest on Congress and SP alliance? We believe that there was some talk still yesterday.
Yeah, Rajat, there was talks yesterday and suddenly we came to know that there is a trouble in this alliance. But after that, today there are many forces who are working to patch up this alliance, and in this respective deed, the Ghulam Nabi Azad is expected to meet Akhilesh Yadav in Lucknow today. And Priyanka Gandhi also intervened, and there was some serious efforts to patch up with alliance with the Samajwadi Party. So that we can say that both the sides are not saying that alliance is over. The alliance is still in cards, but whether it has to be seen that how this ego tussle, it's a tussle of ego, and also the allegation of betrayal on the Akhilesh Yadav by Congress is the main issue here in the alliance. But we can expect that today itself any decision will be taken, because it's too late. The candidates are waiting to file the nominations. Then so that we can see the result will come today, and we will see the next course of action of both the parties in UP elections.
Panchana, just one last question. Exactly the difference is, as you said, it's the ego tussle. So is it primarily concerning seat sharing, or also including the fate of third partner, RLD? Prospective partner, I mean to say.
No, RLD is not the issue right now. It's the chapter of RLD is over. The two issues are here, that the bastion of Congress claiming that Amethi and Raebareli seats, the 10 seats, they want all the 10 seats, and in the same way they want more than 100 seats. The sources said that yesterday the Congress claimed 138 seats. The Samajwadi Party is not ready to give it. And the second issue is that Akhilesh Yadav wants Rahul Gandhi to intervene and come to Lucknow and declare the alliance. So but the Congress didn't respond to this issue also. So this is the ego tussle, and it has to be seen whether what happens today.
Thanks, Panchanan. Thanks. So there we have the talks between the two parties are still on, and possibly they may be in an alliance call soon. Over to the next news. Election Commission has given a go-ahead to the Defence Ministry to hold a Combined Commanders Conference in the capital city of pole-bound Uttarakhand. The conference is to be inaugurated in Dehradun by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Election Commission nod came after Congress party's complaint to the Commission that BJP may use the event to influence former and serving defence personnel to gain an upper hand in the 5 pole-bound states. In a letter to the Defence Secretary, the Commission said it has no objection to holding conference at Indian Military Academy in Dehradun. It, however, has put certain conditions for holding the event. The Election Commission has said that official visit of dignitaries should not be combined with any public meeting, no media briefing, media interactions, press release, announcement in connection with the serving or ex-servicemen, which may affect the voters in 5 poll-going states. The Election Commission has pulled up NITI Aayog for holding special gramsabha in 5 poll-bound states without seeking its permission. It has said such event can only be organized after elections are over. In a letter to NITI Aayog Vice Chairman, the Commission said while it's organizing special gramsabhas across country on January 26th to outline priorities of citizens, including in poll-bound Goa, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Manipur and Punjab, it has not endorsed a copy to it as mandated under the Model Code of Conduct. The Commission said a prior approval for Model Code angle should have been taken. The EC made it clear that program cannot be held on Republic Day in these states and should only be organized once elections are over. The issue was raised by Chief Electoral Officer of Goa, who had flagged it before the poll watchdog. Today is the last day for candidature withdrawal in Punjab and Goa. Polling in both the states will take place in single phase on February the 4th. The counting will be held on March 11th. In Punjab, about 1,243 nominations were rejected while accepted, while 695 papers were rejected after scrutiny. Nominations began with the issue of notifications on January 11th, and the last day of making nominations was January 18th. The state will witness a multi-cornered contest on all the 117 assembly seats. While Congress is going alone on 117 seats, the ruling Shiromani Akali Dal is contesting 94 seats, while its ally BJP will be contesting on 23 seats. Aam Aadmi Party has fielded its candidates on 110 seats and its ally Lok Insaf Party on 7 seats. In Goa, 405 nominations was filed for 40 constituencies. Nominations began with the issue of notifications on January 11th, and the last day of making nominations was January 18th. Goa is going to see a three-pronged fight between the ruling BJP, opposition Congress and neon strength AAP pitted against each other. The Election Commission has ordered transfer of 13 district magistrates and 19 SSPs, including those of Lucknow and Amethi. The transfer include DMs of Lucknow and Amethi and Senior Superintendent of Police of Raebareli and Amethi. In a letter to UP Chief Secretary, the Commission said the officials shall immediately be transferred. The district magistrates are also district election officers during Assembly and Lok Sabha polls. UP will have a 7-phase Assembly polls beginning February 11th. The Aam Aadmi Party National Convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal will be on a 3-day campaign tour to Goa for Assembly elections in the state. During the tour, he'll address various meetings. On the first day of his visit, Kejriwal will address meetings in Shiroda, Churchorem and Sangwilm constituencies. On Sunday, he will address meetings in Mandarim, Kortalim and Mudgao assembly segments. On the third day, he'll address public rallies at Aldona and St. Cruz constituencies. The party has fielded candidates in all 40 constituencies in the state. Goa will go for polls on February 4th. Time for a short break. More on the other side.
I was involved in the development almost all the missile systems which our country is seeing, like Agni series of missiles, Prithvi. We are famous for making the world best missile system. So I take pride in developing and delivering the world super-fast, supersonic cruise missile called BrahMos. We wanted to enhance the capabilities of a soldier.
Watch Eureka with Dr. Sudhir Mishra, CEO and MD at BrahMos Aerospace, only on Rajya Sabha Television.
The centre has cleared the Jallikattu ordinance. It has been sent to the state government after centre's move. Prime Minister Modi said all efforts have been made to fulfil cultural aspirations of the people of Tamil Nadu. Celebrations broke out in Chennai after central government nod. Thousands of protesters at Chennai's Marina Beach lit their mobile phones to mark the approval of the ordinance. Tamil Nadu is expected to meet this morning and clear it and recommend it to the governor for promulgation.
Responding to the Tamil Nadu government's efforts to get an ordinance passed to bypass the Supreme Court ban on Jallikattu, Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi opined that the centre could play a role.
Supreme Court has agreed not to pronounce judgment for a week because we think it will take a couple of days for the state and centre to act together and then decide what is the best way forward, keeping in view the Prevention of Cruelty Act and keeping in view the 2014 judgment of the Supreme Court.
On Friday, AIADMK MPs led by senior leader M. Thambidurai met Home Minister Rajnath Singh seeking his intervention in getting the ordinance.
He assured our ordinance, what the Tamil Nadu government brought the ordinance, that file can be processed quickly, that can be sent to see that enabling state government bring that ordinance to see that Jallikattu be performed quickly.
The decks were cleared for promulgation of the ordinance, with the Union Ministries of Environment and Law giving their nod for it. In the state's draft ordinance, bulls will be denotified from the list of performing animals in the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. AIADMK MPs are also slated to meet President Pranab Mukherjee today over the matter. The Tamil Nadu government had earlier used a rule that allows the governor to pass emergency rules. Such rules apply to subjects where both the state and the centre have jurisdiction, but the rule has to be approved by the president. On Friday, appealing for the protesters to end their agitation, Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam had said that the ordinance will be brought soon.
இந்த அவசர சட்டம் இன்னும் ஓரிரு தினங்களுக்குள் பிறப்பிக்கப்படும். மாண்புமிகு பாரத பிரதமர் உறுதியளித்தபடி அதற்கான முழு ஒத்துழைப்பு மத்திய அரசிலிருந்து கிடைக்கும். எனவே ஜல்லிக்கட்டுக்கான தடை நீக்கப்பட்டு தமிழகத்தில் ஜல்லிக்கட்டு ஓரிரு தினங்கள் நடைபெற உள்ள நிலையில் போராட்டத்தில் ஈடுபட்டுள்ள பொதுமக்கள், மாணாக்கர்கள், பல்வேறு அமைப்புகளை சேர்ந்தவர்கள் ஆகியோர் தங்களது போராட்டங்களை உடனடியாக கைவிட வேண்டும் என்று நான் அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன்.
Protests have been going on for the fifth day demanding the lift of ban on the ancient bull baiting sport. Animal activists have also been protesting to uphold the ban. With inputs from Pranav Goswami, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Moments after RSS publicity chief Manmohan Vaidya kicked up a row with remarks favouring a review of reservation policy, the RSS on Friday said the reservation as provided by the Constitution should continue and there should be no unnecessary controversy. This was after Vaidya said that instead of continuing with reservations, infinitely, attempts should be made to make available people equal opportunities for education and other things. Speaking at the Jaipur Lit Festival, he further said that even the architect of the Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, had not favoured its continuance in perpetuity. RJD Chief Lalu Prasad reacted strongly to Vaidya's statement, saying Brahmins control the RSS and that reservation was provided for the targeted sections under the Constitution. He said it wasn't a charity bestowed by them. Congress also reacted sharply to Vaidya's remarks.
किसी भी राष्ट्र में हमेशा के लिए ऐसा आरक्षण का प्रावधान रहे ना, ये अच्छा नहीं है. जल्द से जल्द इसकी आवश्यकता निरस्त होकर सबको समान अवसर देने का समय आना चाहिए, ये भी उन्होंने कहा है. और इसलिए वो आरक्षण के सिवाय बाकी अन्य आरक्षण के बदले में सबको अवसर अधिक दिए जाए, शिक्षा अधिक दी जाए, इस प्रकार प्रयत्न करना चाहिए. इसके आगे आरक्षण देना थोड़ा अलगाववाद बढ़ाने वाली बात है, जैसा लगता है.
ये हमारा स्टैंड है. राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ ने इस विषय पर प्रस्ताव भी पारित किया है वर्षों पूर्व, और बार बार हमने ये कहा है आरक्षण के बारे में कंट्रोवर्सी खड़ा नहीं करना, क्योंकि आरक्षण के संदर्भ में एक सूक्ष्म विषय है. यह जन्म आधारित भेदभाव अपने समाज में दौर्भाग्य से है. इसलिए इस प्रकार के संविधान दत्त जो आरक्षण की सुविधा है वह भेदभाव रहने तक रहेगा. इसको समाप्त करने के कोई डिमांड किसी को अभी नहीं करना चाहिए. आरएसएस इस विषय के है पूरा इसका समर्थन करता है.
The sinister and conspiracy of BJP and RSS to divide votes, to polarize the voters on casteist lines. Now that UP elections are approaching, BJP RSS is playing the same game again.
इन लोगों को हेटरेट है पिछड़ों से, दलितों से. इस तरह से आज बोला है वो मनमोहन वैद्य है. ये वैद्यगिरी जो कर रहे हैं आज बोले हैं तो इनको हम लोग धूल चटा देंगे. हम लोग उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव में आज सब जगह
के एक तबके को संगठित करने का बयान है. ये शोषितों के, पिछड़ों के, दलितों के, दबे कुचले वर्गों के खिलाफ है. संविधान में व्यवस्था है कि जो शैक्षणिक और सामाजिक तौर पर पिछड़े हैं उनको आरक्षण की व्यवस्था की जाएगी. ये संविधान विरोधी वक्तव्य है.
RBI Governor Urjit Patel has conceded before a public accounts committee that after sudden ban on 500 and 1000 rupee notes in November, people did face hardships. Speaking to the Public Accounts Committee members on Friday, the RBI Governor also informed that Central Bank is in talks with service providers and banks to reduce digital transaction costs. He admitted that demonetization steps has had short-term effects on the gross domestic product, while assured them that the move will have a positive impact in the mid and long term. Urjit Patel was also asked by members of the Public Accounts Committee about suspicious transactions in cooperative banks. In reply, Patel said specific agencies like Financial Intelligence Unit and Income Tax Department were having a look at the abnormal deposits. The RBI Governor has reportedly given an explanation to the PAC members and assured them that cash situation will normalize very soon. Indian ace shuttler Saina Nehwal advanced to semi-finals of Malaysian Open Grand Prix badminton tournament on Friday. London Olympics bronze medalist Saina dished out dominating show to edge past 8th seed Indonesian Fritiani 21-15, 21-14 in a 40-minute contest. This was a third win over the world number 40. Saina will next face Hong Kong Yip Yin in semi-finals. In the men's single, world number 19 Ajay Jayaram crashed out the tournament. He lost to Indonesia's Anthony Sinisuka Giting 21-13, 21-18 in just 28 minutes. This was Jayaram's third defeat to the Indonesian, having lost to him in Hyderabad Asia Test Championship and French Open as well. Now let's get you all the action from the Australian Open. Top-seeded Andy Murray and Angeline Kerber comfortably made it to the fourth round with straight-set victories. Saina and a doubles partner Barbara Strykova also advanced to the third rounds of women's double category. But India's challenge in the men's category ended after Rohan Bopanna and his partner lost their doubles match.
On day 5 of the Australian Open, Sania Mirza and her partner Barbara Strykova advanced into the third round of the women's doubles, beating the Australian-Chinese pair of Samantha Stosur and Shuai Zhang. The fourth seed Indo-Czech pair won 6-1, 6-4 in the second round. However, India's challenge in the men's doubles ended as Rohan Bopanna and his Uruguayan partner Pablo Cuevas were knocked out in the second round. The 15th seeds lost to Australia's Alex Bolt and Bradley Mousley 6-2, 6-7, 4-6. In the men's singles, world number 1 Andy Murray sailed into the fourth round by making short work of American Sam Querrey. The 29-year-old Brit, who is a 5-time runner-up at the tournament, powered his way to a comprehensive 6-4, 6-2, 6-4 win. Murray is the favourite to win the tournament after defending champion Novak Djokovic was knocked out on Thursday. 17-time Grand Slam champion Roger Federer overcame a challenge from 10th seed Tomas Berdych. Federer won in straight sets 6-2, 6-4, 6-4.
He is here in Australia not just to compete and see how things are going.
Fourth seed Stan Wawrinka also advanced to the next round after overcoming a rusty start to win in 4 sets over Serbia's Viktor Troicki. Women's defending champion Angelique Kerber also moved into the last 16 with a dominant win over Czech Kristina Pliskova. The world number 1 lost just 4 games in her 6-0, 6-4 routing of her opponent. Venus Williams looked ominous in her third round win as she beat Chinese Yingying Duan 6-1, 6-0. However, 8th seed Svetlana Kuznetsova had to toil hard for victory against former world number 1 Yelena Yankovic. The Russian prevailed in 3 sets 6-4, 5-7, 9-7. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
That's it for now. Keep watching Rajya Sabha TV. Thank you.